The 2026 World Cup is underway. England score a late winner, and suddenly millions of football fans around the world are supporting whoever England play next. Brazil, Argentina, Morocco, Japan. It doesn't matter. For some reason, people just love seeing England lose. But why? Because here's the weird thing. England aren't the defending world champions. They haven't won a major trophy since 1966. Yet few national teams attract as much hostility as England. And the reason isn't what most people think. A lot of it starts with history. Most fans assume England was always at the heart of the World Cup. In reality, England didn't even enter the first three tournaments in 1930, 1934, and 1938. Many football officials believed the World Cup was beneath them and that Britain was still football's true authority. To the rest of the world, it looked arrogant. Before modern rivalries even existed, England had already earned a reputation for acting like football royalty. Then came one of the biggest upsets in football history. At the 1950 World Cup, England lost 1-0 to the United States. The result shocked the football world. The country that invented the game had just been beaten by a nation that barely cared about it. Moments like that created something that still exists today. People enjoy beating England, but history only explains part of it. Modern football made the feeling much stronger. Take "It's Coming Home." Outside England, many fans hear the song as pure arrogance. A nation assuming the trophy already belongs to them. But that wasn't the original meaning at all. The song was written as a joke about decades of disappointment and failure. English fans hear self-deprecating humor. Many foreign fans hear overconfidence. And that misunderstanding has fueled arguments for nearly 30 years. But the biggest reason England attracts so much attention isn't the national team itself. It's the Premier League. The Premier League became football's biggest domestic competition, and over time, football discussions started revolving around England. Players get labeled as Premier League proven. Others become Premier League flops. Everything gets measured against English football. For many supporters around the world, it feels like football is constantly being judged through England's perspective. And because most football media operates in English, that feeling only gets stronger. When England play another nation, much of the world still hears the story through English commentators, English broadcasters, and English journalists. Some fans feel their countries are treated like supporting characters in England's story, even when England aren't winning. In fact, that's what makes England unique. When England reach a semi-final, media coverage explodes. When England lose, the coverage somehow gets even bigger. Days of analysis, television debates, pundit meltdowns, endless headlines. Meanwhile, countries like Croatia or Morocco can have historic tournaments and receive a fraction of the attention. To many fans, England gets treated like football's main character. And that leads to another strange reality. People don't just watch England. They watch England's reaction. When England get knocked out, rival fans immediately search for English TV clips, newspaper headlines, and fan reactions. For some people, the aftermath is more entertaining than the match itself. England has become football's reality show. And that's why many fans actively root against them. Not because England always win, but because England always generate a reaction. Which brings us to the biggest irony of all. England may be football's biggest victim of expectations they didn't create. Broadcasters hype England. Social media pushes England content. Bookmakers center tournaments around England. Media outlets know England stories get clicks. The result is that England becomes the face of a football ecosystem it doesn't fully control. And that's why the hostility can feel so unusual. France have won more. Germany have won more. Spain have won more. Argentina have won more. Yet England often receives more hate than any of them. Not because England dominates football, but because England dominates football conversations. So if England make a deep run at the 2026 World Cup, millions will cheer against them. And if they get knocked out, millions will celebrate. Because the world doesn't hate England for winning too much. The world hates England because England remains football's biggest story even when it loses.